Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we've got a bit of a YouTuber smash fest here, and obviously the title of my video is, why bother to Zwift race? It's just a game. So we're going to talk about that as well. But today we've got Coast Crusher. This is a relatively long route, one of the newer routes in the Zwift catalogue, and actually very enjoyable, and this is an interesting race. So I've been speaking a little bit with Max Wilco. He runs the channel The What Life, and we decided to jump into a race together. Now Max, I have to admit, a little while ago was probably not as strong as me on the bike. He was coming back from a long layoff from an injury, but kind of since then he has been absolutely smashing it. He's got himself up to category B from C, and actually now he's even, I would say, a very high quality category B rider. So this I knew was going to be a difficult one. We've also got a couple of other guys who jumped into the race as well, who I know very well. So Darren and Mark, who also ride for the Kaboom racing team. So it was great to have those guys along as well. I'll put everyone's channel link in the description, so go and check out everybody there. So yeah, this one really was a case for me of hanging on the best I could to this front pack. I knew it was going to be super difficult. This road is very lumpy. Max was kind of messaging me throughout, just seeing if I was managing to stay with the front group. So very encouraging as well. So thanks for your support there, Max. Really appreciated that. And yeah, I was just doing my best to hang on to this group at this very early stage. We're only 5 minutes in. There's already been a few lumps, and I'm not feeling great, if I'm honest with you. But following on from my previous video, I was going to give it my all. I knew that everyone else was hurting, and I knew that it was going to get tough at some point. So step one for me was just make it through that early stage of the jungle without being dropped, and I've managed to do that, which was good work from me. So this is kind of another crucial key bit of the race here as we're coming on through, and I was feeling pretty rubbish, and I made a little bit of a mistake here. I had a featherweight power up, which I actually used in the wrong place. So a little tip from me is always check what power up you've got before actually pressing the button, because it would have been more useful here. But yeah, still staying with the front group. As you can see by the power bar in the bottom, I am putting out a few spiky efforts here, and this front group was being absolutely driven by some really strong competitors. I didn't know how long I was going to be able to hang on to this front group, because they're, it's not the kind of most hilly route in the world, this one, but it is very lumpy, so you're kind of up and down all the time through this backside of Watopia. So just coming through the tunnel here, and yeah, once again just trying to save a bit of energy at the back here. Max has just put that there is a climb coming, so for me, I'm already thinking about time to lose this front group, but I stick it out for as long as I can, and it's just coming through this tiny bit here that I am almost at the end of my tether. Everyone is dropping these feather power-ups. I haven't got one because I've used mine, and just like that, I'm falling back through the pack. I am really doing my best here to hang on, but unfortunately, yeah, go pop here. Max has said work, and I'm doing my best here. I couldn't have given it anything else. Unfortunately, just wasn't strong enough to stay with that front group. So they are gone, and now I'm looking forward to the race within the race, as I always do. And that is just to kind of find myself a pack and finish up as high as possible. Max has put in there that they slowed down. I did message him saying, unfortunately, I'm sorry, I couldn't make it across, but basically, go and have a good time at the front of the race and try and finish the best you possibly could. And yeah, as we come through here, I'm just going to take a little bit of a rest, but getting back to my original question then, so Zwift, just a game, or, does it actually mean anything? Why bother Zwift racing? And I would say that, now obviously I'm a fan of Zwift, I absolutely love Zwifting. It's not like, Zwift isn't a normal e-game. When I think of games on the computer, you kind of think of your Call of Duties or you have got your race simulators, and that's all well and good, but there isn't that physical demand that there is when you're Zwift racing. And yet Zwifting is open to people putting in incorrect weight or details. There is that element, but you'd like to think the majority of people are honest, and actually what you're riding against is true to true to form, and true to actually what they're putting out in terms of watts and power. And it's like running on a treadmill at home. Is that real running? I would say yes, it is. Is this a real cycling? Well, no, you're not outdoors, but it's as close as you're going to get, in my opinion, to realistically racing against different people across the world in different environments. So for me, there's definitely that fitness aspect there. I'm working out, as you can see by my heart rate. I'm getting a really good workout in every time I Zwift or every time I race. And not only that, it's that competitive nature there. I'm not going to be able to race every day outdoors. And even if I wanted to, there's different things like, you could crash your bike, or actually just finding the events is more difficult. And especially in the winter time, it's very difficult. So for me, Zwifting is not only a platform for me to get fit, it's somewhere where I can, enjoy myself and compete in these races. So why bother? I would say you should definitely, if you're into fitness, if you've got that sort of competitive edge, and even for the kind of social aspect, it's really, really good. And I don't work for Zwift, nothing like that at all. I'm not sponsored by anybody, so I'm saying this completely unbiased. I came into racing in this platform not knowing anything about it, but kind of being really interested in cycling, and actually wanting to work on my fitness still. So for me, it's a great platform for that. So we're just kind of coming to the end of the race here. 3 miles to go, and I've been sat in this group. I did do a little turn, and we have got people behind us, a bigger group that's been chasing all the way through. So fair play to them. They really gave it a bit of they kind of kept it interesting throughout, because they were really chasing. But we had some strong guys in this group here, luckily for us, and I've done my best to save a little bit of energy, but also I have been doing a little bit of pulling. I've not been doing loads of pulling, but I was proper knackered after this one. I was very tired coming to the end of this race. And I did want to give it a bit of go at the end, just to practice that, because recently I haven't kind of practiced my finishes. I've been very, very kind of tired and not been able to, so I really wanted to give it a go here. And as we come up to the kind of final run-in, I'm just going to sit behind the majority of the group here. And, obviously 30th, or whatever it is, 28th is the new first place. So I'm just going to wait for as long as I can. I haven't got a power up, but I'm pretty confident in my kind of sprint, especially if no one else has really given it a massive go. So I pop a bit of an effort here and come across the line in 28th position, just about grabbing that. So, really, really happy with that result there. You can see that Mark got a fantastic result, so did Max, and well played to Darren as well for giving it the chase for most of the race. It was a fantastic race, this one. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. It's probably one of the reasons why I actually love Zwifting so much, that kind of social aspect as well. It was great to see loads of people in this race, and it was a tough one. So thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you on the next one.